All right, y'all. Let's go. What is good, y'all? It is your girl, Queen B, coming to y'all with yet another reaction. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're not new and you coming back, welcome back. And if you have been on this journey like myself for 9 months and you want to find out what the truth is and you willing to research, you willing to take the time to find out for yourself, then you have come to the right channel. Now, the title of this, y'all, we've been following this whole Trump indictment. They want to make it the center of everything to distract everyone from finding out the truth and what's really going on in our world. But if you're like me and my family, y'all, my subscribers and stuff like that, then we can see right through what they trying to do. It is a lot more of the ish going on in this world. Know that. Okay? Know that. Now, the title of this, and I can just imagine what it looked like that day. Trump had to go and turn himself in, and get the hearing and all this other type of stuff. It says the media circus inside the courtroom at the President Trump's arraignment with author Aidala. Now, I can just imagine. I mean, because they scrambled and, put some stuff together that frankly happened, what, like y'all say 5, 6, 7 years ago? I can imagine what it looked like in there. Okay? Like we said, a circus. All right, so y'all, we gonna chat it up towards the end. We finna get into the video. So let's check it out and let's chat up towards the end, y'all. Let's get into it.
So Arthur, you were there yesterday. When last we spoke, you weren't sure you were going to get in. What did you see?
It's a day I'll never forget. I mean, and I literally started interning there in that building in 1990. My father worked there under Frank Hogan. I think the first time I walked in there was like 1973. But I was there for DSK. That was DSK, if you remember. That was the biggest media turnout I ever saw because it was international. There were people there from
No.
all.
The guy who allegedly raped the maid?
Exactly.
The
Yes, because
International
because he was
Monetary
going to be
Fund
the
guy?
president. Right, exactly. He was going to be president of the International Monetary Fund, and there were people there from literally all over the world. And then Harvey, which I handled, was probably second to that. That was pretty nuts. But yesterday was, I mean, there was more media than was at the Super Bowl. And I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say that. It was insane. But and the only reason why I was able to get in there was number one, my law firm represents the New York State Court Officers Union. And number two, Megan, it's the exact same crew in terms of law enforcement personnel in the courthouse from Harvey Weinstein's case. So I know all of them. And you know me, Megan. During the trial, I was bringing them loaves of Italian bread from Brooklyn and mozzarella and all that stuff. So and they were fantastic, the New York State officers. I wrote a beautiful letter to them. So they're very, very nice to me. So I was able to go right there. I mean, the Secret Service didn't let me get anywhere near the president, but, it really was a historic moment. And I didn't make me happy. I wasn't happy. My dad, who was a prosecutor under Frank Hogan, who was the DA, even more so than Morgenthau, he always had the term, you don't play politics with people's lives. And that's really what was going on here. The logistics, the amount of money that Alvin Bragg spent yesterday, or was caused to spend
yesterday. Estimated 200 million. How many? All the cops he had to divert to this instead of fighting crime.
Correct. If you took that energy, the brain power, all of that, and you put it into Brownsville and Brooklyn or East New York, like the worst neighborhoods, you said, okay, we're going to do all of this. We're going to put all this in here. You'd solve all the crime. You'd solve all the issues of the world. And the fact that the judge, they asked, can you waive Donald Trump's appearance on December 4th? The judge said, no.
You chose to take all that money and put it towards this particular case. That 9 out of 10 times out of 10, because of all the BS and stuff like that, may not even move forth. Or maybe another victory lap for Trump. And like you stated, all that money could have went towards, from what I'm hearing Marjorie and everybody else saying, that it smells bad and it's all kind of huge crimes and stuff like that going on, could have been invested into different communities and to building those up and doing the right thing and getting everything in order. But you chose to get all of that to go towards one person. Make that make sense.
I'd like him here. Why? To have this craziness once again? Just to
I
hear the
know.
answer to the motions? But then the judge hedged and said, well, write me a letter if there's some scheduling issues. But it was a historic day in New York City. I'm so glad everyone has been safe so far. I hope no nut job gets any stupid ideas about going down to the courthouse and doing anything silly. But kudos to New York City because it was.
Oh no, the Trump supporters, baby, they protested with class. Now you did have some clowns out there whistling and hitting pots and pans and all that mess, but I must say, shout out to them Trump supporters because they was very classy. Okay. They showed up and showed out. Let's get it.
Really handled very well considering everything that was
such
going
a
on
waste. It was, but it's such a waste. It's like, what a waste of resources on this inflated misdemeanor, which, as we've been discussing, is based on a lie. There's nothing to inflate it with. How could we divert all those cops and spend all that city money on what's essentially a misdemeanor that could potentially result in probation? This is how rabid Alvin Bragg is. And while normally, honestly, I'd be like, this is terrible. Like the things that Trump is tweeting about him and what his wife and I says, normally my instincts are protect the DA. He's made it personal. He's crossed a line that no other DA would cross. So there is a piece of me that's you asked for this. You crossed the line first. It wasn't Trump. I have never been able to compost before. Have you? It always seemed too complicated and like too much work.
Kelly, now you could have told us you was finna go and do a little promotion commercial, girl. All right, let's get it though. Let's see what you got.
Not anymore, thanks to Lomi. Lomi allows me to turn my food scraps into dirt with a push of a button. Lomi is a fun countertop electric composter that turns scraps into dirt in under 4 hours. There's no smell when it runs, and it's super quiet. Thanks to Lomi, we have way less garbage in our house each week. Instead, we are turning our waste into nutrient-rich dirt that I can then feed to my plants. Now, I am composting with the best of them, creating soil instead of waste. I have a basically limitless supply of dirt for my garden, which is fun because now that I live in the burbs, I have one. And if you want to start making a positive environmental impact or just make cleanup after dinner that much easier, Lomi is perfect for you.
Okay.
Head to lomi.com/MK and use the promo code MK to get $50 off your Lomi. That's $50 off when you head to lomi.com/MK and use that promo code MK at checkout. Food waste is gross. Lomi is your solution. Lomi.com/MK. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.
All right, now y'all, that was Megyn Kelly. And you know, they thoughts on this whole indictment and things like that. I mean, hey, if you ask me, it is a circus. I mean, like the title, it definitely is. I mean, we gonna watch and see where this all goes. Like, again, it may just be another victory lap for Trump. You know what I'm saying? And then to be able to witness this real time, to see how they dug everything up when this was like 5, 6, 7 years ago, and try to make something. We just gonna see how this goes, y'all. We gonna see how it goes. But I said it in one of my reactions. Shout out to Trump for preparing himself for that day. You know what I'm saying? He knew it was coming. Everybody said it was coming. You know, and he was willing to go through that fire. All right. Flew there the day before, went in there, no more 15, 20 minutes, got out, got back on the Trump train, and did a speech later on that night unbothered. That's how you do it. Okay? Showing y'all that my hands are clean. I'm going in. I'm going to do the right thing. I said I wasn't going to stop. I am not going to stop. I am unstoppable. I am going to keep going no matter what and get to that finish line because I'm doing this for our country and I'm doing it for the people. He said it so many times. So many times. Do your research, your own research. Don't go off what I'm telling you. Don't go off the video. Look for yourself. And the ones who want to keep on sleeping, regardless of the situation, we are politely going to take a blanket a warm blanket at that, and throw it right on you and let you keep on sleeping. Keep on sleeping. Okay? Appreciate y'all for tuning in, kicking it with your girl. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments section. I'm normalizing bringing real conversation back, meaning we're going to agree to disagree, but at the end of the day, it is all love. All right? You never know who you can learn from. Until the next reaction, y'all, please do me a favor. Be safe, remain safe. Your girl is at